Build for your legacy.
Hi.
What's up, Dexter and Tanya here? Hope you guys are doing well. We're 2 minutes late,
Putting on
and
some chapstick.
Tanya was putting on chapstick, and I was making my Delgado. Look at that. Look, you see the smoke
I can
coming
see
off the top.
smoke.
That Delgado is something. All right, where y'all at? Let's go. Let's go.
Come on.
Come on up there. Let's get it done.
Welcome. Good morning. Come on in, tag your teams. Vibe with us a little bit. Y'all know this right here is our soundtrack right here. This is our song, rather.
Y'all come on in the house. Come on.
We love it.
I went on Facebook to share it. So
You did?
yeah, so the song stopped for just a second. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn it back on. Hold on a second.
You gonna share from my phone?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. Hey, welcome. Look, tag your teams. Hurry up and tag them. We're only gonna be a few minutes, but we gotta share something with you. We'll probably be here about 20 minutes, but I mean, we would love for you to hear it. You know, tag your teams and tell them to get their behinds. y'all know I'm crazy. Get your behind on this thing.
Morning,
okay,
Benita.
come on up in here.
Anthony, Good morning. I was looking. I don't see the
it.
share. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Welcome. Come on, we want you here. We want you present. We want to talk to you on this morning. We love engagement. We love having you here. But if you're here catching the replay, let us know and enjoy. Tell us what you think. One thing that Dexter and I always want to do is to ensure that we're providing you with information that's really going to stimulate you, but also help you to grow. Now, it's going to be up to you to apply it. It's going to be up to you to take on the information and utilize it. So make sure that you do that. But we want to hear from you. And even as we talk, things drop in your mind. What are they? What tip can you give? What's the comment that you can make that somebody else will read and say, oh my God, I get it now. I'm telling you, the way that we grow is as a team. The way that we get better is together. Sewing back and forth, iron sharpening iron. What does it do? It helps everybody to expand, okay? So we want you to do that. So talk to us, share. If it's an aha moment, talk about that. I'm telling you, it's these types of things, those types of things right there that helps you, helps me, helps all of us go to the next level. So come on, get your team on. Let's talk. Tag them.
I'm trying to tag myself, but it's acting a little crazy. But
yeah,
that's okay.
And my phone has been cutting up too.
Okay,
so
look, I just messaged in our group, and I was like, where y'all at? I mean, are y'all getting on or what? Cause see, if we getting on, you need to be on. See, we got to start holding each other accountable. If you want to go if you want to go to the next level, how in the heck you gonna continue to not get on stuff that's going to help you grow? All of the leaders are coming into this group at 11 every day to bring you knowledge. And if you're on and your team is not on, something's wrong. You need to call them and say, look, are you in or out? Because if you're not paddling in the boat with me, then I'm going to throw your behind out in the water and I'm going to keep going forward. I know that's a little drastic, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. All right. So anyway, look, we're going to share something with you because we know it'll change you. Right? It changed us. Some of you all have heard this story, but we're going to share it and then elaborate on it, and then we're going to end it. That's it. Okay? So you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. We got 17 people. We need more. Tag your team. Look, text them and say, get your butt on this play of the day. I mean, come on, man. You know, what's up? Look, good example. I can turn the music down. Here's a great example. All right. So our kids ordered Grubhub. I think they ordered, what was it, IHOP yesterday? So they asked, hey, can we order? They text me.
We were gone.
They text parents and say, hey, can we order IHOP? So I'm like, okay, how much is IHOP? Well, my meal is $13 and my meal. Okay, I said, so we paying them $50. I mean, what's that, a $20 travel fee? I mean, what's up with that? You know. So anyway, I'm thinking we're not home, so I said, go ahead and do IHOP. But before IHOP got here, we got home. So I see Grubhub pulling up in the driveway, and they put the food on the front porch. So the meal is here. So I'm yelling upstairs, Morgan, Tyler, come get the food. They don't come get the food. I'm like, wait a minute. The meal has been prepared. All you got to do is show up to get it. You like that?
I like that. I like that.
Look, the meal is here.
That's good.
11 o'clock every day, 8 o'clock every night. The meal is here. But are you going to show up to eat? If you don't show up to eat, you're going to starve. That's all we're saying. So look, we got a story. Check this out. You ready, Tanya?
It's a whole lot in that, y'all.
Boy.
Oh, it's a whole lot in that.
I can go some places with that. Y'all, excuse me.
I still can't share. I'm trying to share. Maybe till
No, it's not that. You can't share out of the group.
Okay.
You screenshot.
Yeah, I think maybe I was like, Facebook done changed that. We used to could do that. Okay.
Tanya and I did like 2.5 miles this morning. We took a shower. I sweat. I'm a sweater, so you'll see me wipe. Okay, all right.
Yes,
Let's go, man. Y'all listen to
You
this.
might need to turn the ceiling
check
fan
this
on.
out. I
All
really
right, y'all
like
ready?
this.
Let's hear the story a little bit. But God knows we could really go somewhere.
We could. Y'all put your thinking hat on. Put your processing hat on. We're about to drop something real deep on you, but you got to be ready. So for the 22 people that are up here, thank you for showing up for your meal. For those of you guys that watch it on the replay, thank you for coming to get your meal. But we only talking to who gonna see it. We ain't talking to folk who just ain't getting on, because we ain't talking to you. We talking to folks who's showing up. Let's go. Get this.
Awesome.
Right.
And this is it's entitled The Elephant Rope, which I'm sure many of you are very familiar with this story. So let's just kind of hear it again and just bring it to the forefront of our minds so that we can do what? Apply it. Okay, so let's talk about it a little bit, the principles that we can pull out of it, and let's put it into action, because this is Get Her Done Wednesday. All right, Get Her Done Wednesday, and let's apply this to our lives. Y'all ready? The elephant rope. As a man was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could, at any time, break away from their bonds, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them. And at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging onto a belief that we cannot do something simply because we failed at it once before? Failure is a part of learning. We should never give up the struggles in life. Was that yummy?
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it's just a processing moment. But as you're processing, we could go back through the story. Tanya and I could come out of this for an hour, right? But we want to, what did you get out of that story? Just type it in the comments, right? Look, total life changes, network marketing, direct sales, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, it's about personal development.
It is.
So we're talking about what one of the things that hopped out to me is that in this story, they put the same size rope on the smaller elephant. And when he grew up, it was the same size.
Right.
So they put a big rope on a small animal what did they do to that animal? Subconsciously. So that elephant subconsciously grew up with boundaries and never, ever tried to get out of it. So as we're talking to you, we want you to think about the boundaries that you believe that you have on you. What we want to tell you is that you don't have any, but your subconscious mind is telling you that you have. And that's why you've not operated on a higher level.
And where do they come from? What happened? What are some of the things that you've experienced? What are some of the things that's maybe been communicated to you as you were growing up in life? What are they? because those are the types of things that put limitations on us, because it touches, and this word was throughout. And it's a word that has been coming up a lot. When we were in Detroit recently up there for the tour and the time that we spent with corporate, along with the meeting that we had, this word came out in the meeting that we had on that Thursday night. And it came from our now grand ambassador, Lanika Scott. And it was basically about her belief. She believed. And she talked about how being a part of another direct sales company, I think about 10 plus years ago, and she's sitting there in the audience, and a lady comes out, and the lady had earned $98,000 in that week. And this is where our grand ambassador began to think, and she was doing things like, if she can, so can I. But the fact that she saw it, some people could hear that and think, oh, no, that ain't possible. Or no, that's not for me. Or I don't have what it takes. Or whatever it may be, where others would have, like she did. Oh, man, she did that. That's possible. Well, shoot, I know that can be done. I'm seeing that it's been done. I believe that too. Mm-hmm. So everything inside of her, and I've known this just as, knowing her over the years and being in conversations and all of those types of things, to come to a place of realizing that it was her faith, her belief factor. She really believed. So as I read this, this word came up a lot. Where is it? Right there, where he says, they believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. Mm-hmm. Their belief system was already attached to a condition that had happened to them in life, period. And that's why we're asking again, what's yours? Have you ever identified them? Have you ever called them out? And this is why many of you who follow me, you hear me say it all the time. Exposure brings closure. When you're able to expose a thing, that's when you can begin to deal with it. But prior to that, it's just present. And like my husband said, in the subconscious mind, things are planted. But you also are the one who have that ability to uproot anything that's there that you don't want. And I'm gonna be quiet so you can come, because I can feel just even the passion of what you're about to do. But I tell you, for me, scripture also comes to mind. And the word of God that comes to my mind is, according to your faith, be it unto you. According to your belief, be it unto you. So when you're hearing things, and these are things that we hear often, right? Don't we hear often, your life is a result of what you think. Your life is a result of the choices and the decisions that you make. Right. Your life is a result. Right? So if you look at your life right now, if you look at your business right now, if you look at your partners right now, your team, and you can add anything in there that you want. It's a result of what? You. It's a result of your belief. It's a result of your thoughts. Your thoughts are the things that you even believe. This is what you have to come to really know and understand. Yes, and I'm telling you, we're both very telling good. You right now, okay? Because what happens is, and we kind of into our training mode that we do. Wasn't the intent,
y'all don't want this training.
We
y'all don't want all this smoke as folks. You don't want this smoke.
We can't help it. We can't help it, doggone it. We just can't help it.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is why you hear us say so much. And I pray our team is up here listening right now as well. But you hear us say so much where we make what we do very hard, and it isn't. It requires the process and the patience throughout the process. And a major factor in it working and these things happening for you is what we're discussing right now. What do you believe? What needs to be uprooted? How are you thinking? Because it's those types of things, once dealt with, and you take ownership of it to say, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. This is where I want to go. And this is where I'm going. And this is what I'm going to do. And this is what I'm going to accomplish. Yes, and when you say it and you believe it and you know it to be so, you're going to begin to do the behaviors, the activities, all of those things necessary for it to manifest. Mm-hmm. That's a power that we all have.
That's good. It's really good. I was going to say, For those of you guys that just joined,
I'm gonna turn the
we're talking about
that.
that. Well, I got my thing here.
No.
So I'm wiping my sweat because we just worked out. Look, okay. So those of you guys that just joined, we're talking about the elephant story. Elephant at a young age tied to the same size rope that when the elephant got bigger, they didn't change the rope. So the man asked, and I thought it was interesting. He said, why does the elephant make any attempts to break away? And he says, well, the trainer said when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them. And at that age, it's enough to hold them. At that age, it's enough to hold at that age. As they grow up, they're conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. What we're saying to you is you have a rope around your leg that was put there during your upbringing. And you are still in that belief system. We are trying to tell you, you have no longer are bound by that rope. You need to break away. It's time for you to believe bigger. As Tanya was saying, I'm going to say this. Life is a mirror. Life is a mirror. Look at your current life circumstances. I mean, if you want to get down to personal things, you can. Look at where you live, what you drive, how much money is in your bank account, your clothes. If you want to look at material things, but it's all inclusive. Look at your life right now. It's a mirror. And that mirror is a representation of what you've been thinking. So what I say, if you don't like the things that you have today, you have to change what you're looking at so your tomorrow can look different. That's what we're saying. In Get Her Done Wednesday, you get her done based on a new thought. Let me say this real quick. Then I'm going to do this quick analogy and we're done. Tanya might have something else to share and we're out of here. Look, think about if you're working a job or if you're not working a job. Think about right now the highest salary that you've ever had. Okay? So 37 people up here, you are thinking about the salary. Okay. The truth is you've never earned more than that because that's your highest salary. That's the most money you've ever made. Think about the most money you've ever made. Okay. That is the ceiling for what you have earned. So subconsciously, you know how to operate on that money. But there's more. All this up here, it's more. So good. It's more. So release what it feels like to live at this level. Look, yesterday I went out. I went through a neighborhood yesterday. And I drove through. And I was nervous driving down the road. Lord, look, I looked up the house. I was in the neighborhood and I was driving and I was like, oh my God, on both sides of $3 million houses, gorgeous. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just looking. I stopped and I Googled the address and I sent Tanya the link. I said, baby, you got to see this house. So I got back home and I said, baby, look at this house. So we spent a few minutes looking at that house and I'm like, God. Oh, I mean, so there's more is what I'm saying. You got to find that spot.
And he said it and I pray it landed, but I just want to repeat it again or have him too, Dexter. But he asked all of us, what's the highest amount? What is the largest amount that you have ever earned income? And he said, so you've reached that level.
Right there.
Okay. And I love it. He said, so subconsciously, you know how to operate
within that parameter,
this parameter. So when you're looking for more, you got to think beyond that. You see? And he used another word. Did you catch that? A lot of times people don't get it, but he said you got to feel beyond that. All right? It's a feeling that's necessary.
She's going there. Don't go there, Tanya.
I know.
Now, you know what happens with us when we go there.
You got to get this, though, because a lot of times you can be present for things like this, but you don't get it.
Yeah.
And you can hear things, and it's like, man, this is good, and it's something that's stimulating to you, your baby jumping and all that good stuff. But at the same time, you're like, okay, but what do I do? And it's all up in there. you know? So we just kind of pulling it out. And again, when you hear us talking, when you go through the trainings, when you sign up for the courses, when you show up on Saturday mornings for the trainings that we do here, and all of the things that happen and take place, what you're hearing and what you're being given is oftentimes the to-dos, but you don't do anything with them. So it's necessary for all of you to understand what is needed and required in order to bring what it is that you desire in your life, in your business, and all of that to life. So if you know that you can operate at this level, you've done it. You know you can do it. Can't nobody tell you you can't. Can't nobody tell you you can't live off, for me at the time, off of $50,000. But I didn't know when I earned like $750,000 for the year in that second year of business that we were in. I'd never done that before. So, but I've done it now. We've done it. So I know what it's like to operate at that level, you see, and still learning different things as we have the increase. But here's the big significance I can share with you for me. And I'm sure for you too, Dexter, it's the same. But a big significant and a difference for me is my mind is now expanded well beyond even that because of the experience that I've already had. The places that I have gone, the people I have been around, the invitations that we have had, the round table talks we've been a part of. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's engagements and things that I've had that now has me to think bigger, to see bigger, and to know that I can. I may not have earned $1 billion yet, but I know it's possible. And I'm taking myself up in stages, you see, and I'm believing for it. And it's resulting in me behaving differently, making different decisions. And when you hear us talk about confidence, see, this is a confidence that you walk in. I can confidently step into the room. I know how to be quiet and listen. I know how to share an opinion. But the confidence is still present. How many of you can walk into a room and people will take notice of you just because you entered? Every single person who's here with us right now, those who listen on replay, you have that ability. It'll radiate off of you, but you have to walk in it. So even when it comes down to us building our businesses, that same confidence will come from you as you make a post, as you invite people to calls, as you invite people to meetings that you all may be having locally. You see, when you're shopping, doing grocery shopping at the mall, and you see people and you speak, and you just engage in conversation because you confidently know who you are. Right. But you also confidently know that you have something to offer. So you could share, you could sample. See, this is how all of this works. And when we think about, that we have fun, when we have fun, we get more work done. This is how you also enjoy what you do. Yeah, that's good. And I'm going to say this last thing right there because I really want you to catch this and understand. Has much to do with, has much, much, much to do with you knowing that you're serving. And God, I'm dropping a major nugget. And for all of my team that's here, prepare. Dex and I are going to share something with you soon. But I want y'all to catch this, doggone it. Because if you approach your business as I'm just making money you will not make. Right. Money you might make, but it won't last. You won't keep it. But when you know that what you're doing is a service to others and I'm offering you something and I'm serving you, how can I serve today? Who can I serve today? And it's with that type of heart, that type of business statute, that you will find yourself really growing in your business. Yeah. Get Her Done Wednesday will be easy.
It will.
Ponder on that. Meditate on that. Think about that.
That's good.
Okay?
That's really good. Look, we recommend you go back and listen to this because what Tanya just said is what we've recognized. Okay, Dexter and Tanya Scott, we are ambassadors with TLC. Our business is the upgraders. We are mindset development coaches. We believe that inside of personal development are the steps that you can execute to get where you're going. See, sip, sample, sell, bill falls under your mind.
Yeah.
Because you operating in a mindset that hasn't been changed, sip, sample, sell, and bill will not go but so far. But if you change your mind, then sip, sample, sell, bill will give you anything that you want. Tanya mentioned about experiences. Now, you guys saw me. Let me go back. Let me give you a real quick teaching moment. Did you guys see me when I told you about that neighborhood that I drove down with those houses? Did you see my excitement? Did you see my excitement?
Did you feel it?
Did you feel my excitement? Right? Once the mind has been expanded by a new idea, concept, or experience, it can never return to its original dimensions. Never. So that experience lived with me. Tanya and I have told our team. We have told our team all 8 years we've been here. This weekend, go to a neighborhood, look at some houses that you currently can't afford. Just drive through the neighborhood. Go to the dealership, look at the cars. Go test drive one. We telling our team to do that. Why? The experience. You introduce the feeling before you walk in it.
Come on.
Right?
Now you know what it feels like.
You introduce the feeling before you walk in it. So I'm gonna give this analogy, then we're done. Right? It's 11:29.
Yeah, and yeah, do that, and then we're done. I promise. I
promise.
don't have anything else to say. I promise.
You got to stay here for this now.
Yeah, but even when he just said that and to feel it, it reminded me of the person where I just heard this story recently, and I think it's true. But anyway, there was a lady who purchased a lottery ticket.
Oh, I read it. Yeah.
You read it?
It's inside of a book.
It's so good. That's
Yeah.
right. I was like, I know it was recent. But when you said it brought that to mind when she purchased a lottery ticket and had it in the house and everything, all that good stuff. And her husband, when he came in and he saw it, and now they're doing the numbers, and then he goes back and he actually looks, he's going through the different tickets. There were several. And then he gets to this ticket and he was like, oh my God. I mean, y'all, he pretty much was losing it because they had hit majorly, a major lottery.
Don't stay there.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when
this
he,
what I was, yeah.
y'all listen to this. When he saw the ticket, he matched it with what the paper said.
Yes.
He started shaking.
Yes.
He started sweating.
Woo.
And he was like, oh my God.
Like,
Oh my God. Oh, he checked the numbers again. His heart was, he looked back and he checked the numbers backwards, forwards. And then
the wife comes in laughing. I think his brother was there
he
too.
ran in and said he won the lottery.
And she's laughing and whatever because she tricked him. So she already had that old number, basically the replay of something that had happened them days before, purchased a ticket with that number, had it playing, and it tricked him. So at the end, I think somebody was even trying to figure, are you angry?
He felt like a fool at the beginning.
Right. But in the end, he said, go ahead and tell him, I know.
Listen to this now. He felt like a fool. They were laughing at him. And then he said, wait a minute. He said, y'all know what? And they all got quiet.
Ooh, I love it.
He said, I know what it feels like to win $38 million in the lottery. And they all, because he
experienced that.
sweat.
It's so amazing.
He experienced it, right? So what we're saying to you,
I guarantee you,
is that your level,
gonna make some
your
money.
next level, rank, money.
Feel it.
We want you to get the money that TLC has to offer. Get the rank.
Feel it.
Get the positioning.
Feel it.
Feel it before you get there. Don't operate in where you currently are. Look, y'all, we've been talking for 31 minutes, and we done gave y'all information that people pay us $5,000 to come talk about for an hour. Y'all ain't paying us no $5,000. We're serving you. We're serving you. Now, get this. There's a quote. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay me no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. You see, life is just an employer. It gives you what you ask. But once you set the wages, you must perform the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I would have asked of life, life would have surely paid. I bargained with life for a penny. Let me go back. I bargained with life for a penny. Life would pay me no more. What are you bargaining with life for? Okay. I bargained with life for a dime, and life would pay me no more. I bargained with life for $5, but life would pay me no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. You see, life is just an employer. It gives you what you ask. But once you set the wages, you must perform the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I would have asked of life, life would have surely paid. What are you bargaining with life for? I bargained with life for $50, but life would pay me no more. I bargained with life for $100, but life would pay me no more. What's the point?
What are you bargaining?
What do you want?
What are you bargaining life for?
What do you want out of life?
Whatever it is, life will pay you no more than that.
That's it.
But catch it too. He
That's
says,
it.
when there's an exchange, you still have to perform the task, for what you're bargaining life.
Yeah, I'm just fired up right now. I think I'm gonna go back and work out again. I'm telling y'all, we know what our gift is. This is our gift. We're operating in it, and we're giving it to you. Please take what we said, apply it to Total Life Changes. Let this business be the anchor for you to get you to whatever level you want to get to. Stop operating on that rope tied around your leg. There's much more for you to do, but it starts here. You got to believe it. That's why we say that MLM, Total Life Changes, is personal development on steroids. Mm-hmm. When you start learning this stuff, it'll take you everywhere. And that's all we got. We've been on for 30 minutes. 34 minutes. Okay, Yay. Music. We're going to dance up out of here.
Did you get something out of today? Was it good for you?
Tag your team. Come back and look at this. Let them know they need to see this. They need to get it. Okay?
Receive
all right,
this.
Here we go.
Take ownership of this. Come on, y'all. Apply this. We go. All right? This is what you do. This is what it looks like. Come on. And you just keep going. You just keep going. Come on, y'all. Dance with life. 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 Come on, y'all. You can do this. You got what it takes. It's instilled in everybody.
Man,
there's no person born that doesn't have the ability. It's just up to you to take advantage of what it is that's been housed in your inner being and live. Come on.
Yeah, that's good. Y'all, hey,
come on.
Get in the car and go look at a neighborhood that makes you nervous. That's what I want y'all to do today. And when you do it, tag me and Tanya below in this post.
Yes. No. Don't just tag us in this post. Post it in the group. Tag us in it. All right.
And then tag our brand ambassadors, Greg, Lanika Scott, Twyla Portis.
And say, look what I saw and do. And you let's come on, pump it up. Come on now.
This weekend, our CEO, Mr. Jack Fallon, CEO, Mr. John Licari, are going to be right here in Raleigh with our brand new brand ambassadors. All three of them will be here. You don't have to be here, but you can send some folks to us, and we will close them for you. We're going to close them. If you send them, we got them. All right? That's what TLC is all about. We are a family. So get your folks to the meeting. Let's get this thing going. Tickets are almost sold out. We're excited about Total Life Changes, and we're excited about you dreaming again. All right? Guys, we're out of here. We got so much to do.
Yes.
But we just wanted to drop something on you. All right. Later.